Hi everybody. Sorry this is scripted, but I wanted to make sure I got everything. I was looking over my videos and noticed that I don't have a coming out video. I have at least one video talking about how I became an atheist, but nothing about me coming to terms with my sexuality. I'd like to make that video now. When I was younger, I had no idea that I was gay. I had fantasies, but they weren't overtly sexual and were rather ambiguous, so it wasn't that obvious to me. It wasn't until my late teens that I figured out that I was gay. I've always been a fan of science shows, and in the summer of '95, the science shows that I found the most interesting just happened to be about sexuality and gender identity. This was the first time that I started to explore the possibility that I might be gay. But as soon as I would think about it, I would shove it to the back of my mind and forget about it. That year, when school started, I found myself staring at another guy in my science class. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why I was staring at him. Finally, I figured it must be because I know him from somewhere. When I realized that I didn't know him from anywhere, I started to get concerned. I told myself, I really have to stop looking at this guy. Finally, I told myself, if I don't stop looking at this guy, he's going to think I'm gay. And that's when it hit me. I am gay. That's why I've been looking at this guy. Unlike many people, when they find out they're gay, I wasn't particularly down about it. In a way, I was kind of relieved. There wasn't anything weird about me. I was just gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I immediately started surfing the web about various LGBT teen issues and coming out and whatnot. I decided that I had to tell somebody. I told my best friend, who I'd known since 5th grade. I wasn't sure how he would take it, but I figured if he hates me because of this, then he wasn't that good of a friend to begin with. When I told him, he was very cool about it. And in fact, he shocked me by telling me he was bi. This I didn't expect at all. He was one of the most macho guys that I knew. Eventually, our relationship turned sexual. Then things got complicated, but that's for another story. The second person that I told was my best female friend, who asked me if I was ever getting married. I told her, yeah, if they make gay marriage legal. She gave me a hug, told me she was proud of me, but in a way I think she was a little disappointed. I think she had a crush on me. Next I decided to tell my mother, which in hindsight was probably a mistake. There was a letter that I found online that you could print out and give to someone that you wanted to come out to. I printed this out and gave it to my mom. My mom freaked out. We argued about it, we yelled, we cried, she threw out some of my things, and we didn't talk for at least a week. Luckily, she didn't kick me out, which she had all the right to, since I was then 18. She did, however, tell me not to tell our extended family, which to this day I still haven't. I did, however, tell my brothers, the oldest of which was very cool about it. The second oldest just sort of nonchalantly called me a faggot and left the room. Since then, I've been out to all my friends and all of my co-workers. It hasn't caused me too much grief, although I think I may have lost my first job because of it. Even though that's illegal in California, they made some excuses. Luckily, the district manager wasn't as homophobic as the owner, and she let me quit instead of being fired. Well, anyway, that's my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. See you guys later.